welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Marisa, the girl behind Grow Gently, and today is part 2 of my closer look at my planner sections. So last week I talked about my inbox and my first section, which is self-care, and today I'll talk about my second tab, which is dreams. So to be honest, I've been debating with this section since forever, it feels like, because last year I had a lists section and I had these inserts in there, but it felt kind of weird to have random lists with my bucket lists. And so late last year I separate them, and here we are, my dream section. I'll try to have it here this year, but I'll see at the end of the year if this works or not, and so that's pretty much it. Starting this section, I have my vision board for 2024. All of these pictures and quotes represent one of my intentions for this year, and at the moment I keep it here. I was going to have it in front of my planner, um, but I decided to keep this one. This is actually a freebie. You can find the link in the description box down below. And the reason I keep it here is because the printing is very off. So my printer is actually running a little low on ink, and so this came out way beige than it was, almost like monotone, and it bothers me enough to have it in the front of the planner, but not in here, because I feel it kind of goes well with this cover and with the blacks and beiges I have. But that's just the life of a perfectionist. In the back, I have another dashboard. This one I also made. It has a very important message for me. I'm an overthinker, and sometimes I really struggle with my thoughts patterns, and so this message is something I've learned through therapy, to always check how truthful my thoughts are. The truth is, the vast majority of my anxiety comes from things I think that don't really happen sometimes, the majority of the times actually. And since I've become more aware of that, my anxiety went really down, and so I keep this message here to help me with that, to remind me of that mental exercise I need to do to check how truthful my thoughts are. After that, I have my intentions for this year, with some self-care and wellness practice that can help me reach them. This is a quote I like. I don't remember where I got this picture. Sorry, probably Pinterest or something like that. And also, sorry, this is full of sticky notes. It's just I decided to keep them a bit private. So this spread, the way it's organized, it was inspired by a flip Ivy Mill has on her YouTube channel from a few years back, or I don't know if it's here or if I saw on her Instagram. Either way, it was inspired by Ivy Mill a few years back, and every year I change what I have in here to my intentions for this year, and I have my intentions in here, and then I have things that I need to do that can help me with that are related to self-care, self-love, mind, body, things that make me smile and that can help me with my mood. And so that's pretty much it. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but I don't say I have goals. I like to call them intentions. I like to be very mindful of my healthy patterns and things that can help me grow, and because of that, I like to call them intention, not goals, because it also works really well for me. When I say goals, my mind goes straight to I can't miss a thing. I have to make everything perfect, and that goes way bad for me, as I said in the previous video, because I get really obsessed and I start to develop negative patterns that puts so much pressure and anxiety on myself, and so I don't use goals anymore. I have intentions. And in the back there's this little dashboard, this image. I don't know where I got this one either, and I think it was Pinterest, because I remember this was in Pinterest as well. After that, we go into my bucket list section. This is a freebie from Fleur Papeterie. I print them in thin vellum. I got on Amazon. I think Fleur Papeterie was Maria Plans on Instagram, and I think she's not publishing planner content anymore, unfortunately. I loved her freebies, and so I printed this one because it's the quote is very relatable to my bucket list. After that, there's this dashboard. This is from EO Edits. As you know, I love my EO Edits, and this actually comes in a pack with six dashboards. I think it's called the Sage collection, and I printed this one and this one on a textured paper. I love to print EO Edits dashboards on textured or colored paper. The designs are really amazing, so the Emily is really an inspiration, and her designs are absolutely perfect for this kind of fancy paper. My bucket lists are actually also from EO Edits, and I have them separated by categories. So this one is travel. I have things in places I want to do that are related to travel. Then I have relationships, which has things I want to try with my boyfriend and my family and friends. Then I have personal development, which is things that kind of don't go with these categories and are also related to me and myself. I actually had one of these already checked. I last year in June I went to Sheffield in UK, and I watched Arctic Monkeys live. So if you don't know, they are actually from Sheffield, and I've been a fan of the band since forever. I think since like 2007, which is the time they released their first music, if I'm not mistaken. And so at the time I was like, I want to watch them live in their hometown, because I feel it's special for a band to play in their hometown. And so last year I actually was able to check it. And after that, I have my wish list sections. So these ones I made myself. They are also separated by themes, and I have accessories and makeup. Then I have capsule wardrobe. I have home, office, and stationery. And finally, miscellaneous. So these are very small lists, as you can tell, because I'm very mindful of what I want to buy. I tend to be very minimalistic in my general life. My closet, the items I have, it's not just my planner. I found out that during the pandemic, I was so bored, I decided to clean my house from top to bottom. And I was like, my god, how much stuff do I have? It was out of control. And so at the time I started to notice I had so many random things that I kept. I have like tissue paper from presents, from a special present. I wasn't able to let go of that tissue paper, and so I was like, no, this is weird, because I have the present, I have the card, I don't need to keep the paper in which that came wrapped in. That's a whole other level of keeping memories. And so I decluttered everything, and even my books. I have a lot of books, and now I tend to only keep my favorite books, and those books that I feel I will read them again. And so even if I have a book that I really liked, if I think, I don't think I want to come back to this book, so I sell them or donate them. so I don't have like everything full of stuff. And that's pretty much it for this section. Like the previous section, and like I said, it's very concise, straight to the point, and I try to maximize the inserts I use so they don't feel repetitive or not useful. And I came up with this one. Next week I'll talk about my finances section, and in the meantime I hope you like this video. I hope it inspired you in some way or helped you in your planner journey. And thank you so much for watching. I'm trying to get better at this filming and editing things, so I would really appreciate if you take the time to like and subscribe and comment what are your thoughts. And again, thank you so much for your time and for sharing it with me in these flips. Bye.